Good morning and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we're going to work on a cover for the journal that I want to take with me. And so I have my papers folded. That was from the last video. And I want to do 3 signatures. And this is an Amazon package that I have cut down to 9 inches tall. And it is approximately 15 inches wide. Please don't mind my nails. There's sand under them, and I've been working this morning too. I need to take a shower still. I haven't gotten that far. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, love you, love you. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay. So what I have done already is found a piece of fabric that I love, and I really wanted this flower and this on the front. And the colors are fantastic. I love the grunge of this. It is not a Timmy fabric. It is, let me see if I can find the salvage on this. My girlfriend sent this to me, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I just totally lied to you. It is Timmy. It's Eclectic Elements by Tim Holtz. No wonder I love it so much. Anyway, so I love it. And read the salvage before I start talking, right? Okay, so I have this cut down. And what I'm thinking is, let's see. We have it's open. So if I wanted to add more bulk to it, I can. Here, for my crinkly friends. Sounds so good. So good. Okay. Focus, Jody. I have none. I have so much I have to do. We haven't done much the last couple days around the house, and it's really hot. And it was really good for the soul. Oh my gosh, we needed it. But anyway, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. Bing! Instant on. Tried to go back to sleep. That didn't happen. I was like, forget it. I got up. Mark's like, that's weird. Yes, dear. It was very weird that I got up that early. Okay, so I have this that I want to be the cover because I just think that that flower on the front is going to be gorgeous. Even though I know, like, by the time I do my spine, we're going to have, you know, and I may have to trim some of this off. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking, I mean, 5.5, 5.5. Usually I allow 12 inches for a normal spine, and this is 15. So that's kind of going to give us a 3-inch spine, which is going to be quite chunky. But I want to have plenty of room to work in this and plenty of room to be able to play in it however I want. So whether it's, you know, challenges, by the way, those of you who do challenges from other creators, I would love, hang on. Sorry about that. Oh, the mail's running. I don't know if you could hear that, but Mark opened the bathroom door and he had his Steelers stuff going, and that would be a copyright issue with YouTube, so I had to stop talking real fast and be like, are you done? So, anyway, he just listened while he was getting ready this morning. But anyway, YouTube, no, challenges. Yeah, challenges. If you do challenges, if you'd share who you do that with, I would appreciate it. That would be great. Because I would like to try to do some this winter. And I mean, I'm going to be building journals or whatever on the road, but I do think it would be nice to do some challenges and stuff like that. So anyway, if you follow people, I know that Rhoda mentions like Carolyn's Craft Tree, and I know there are others out there who do the challenges. I know last year there was like Junk Journal January and stuff like that. Just some things that I would like to try. So anywho, I was thinking I was going to make a scrappy cover and then do like some like texture paste and stenciling and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I love this cover. I may add some texture paste to it still, or even a little bit of stenciling, but I really don't want to hide this background because I love it so much. However, I have this piece here that was in, I never did tell you guys in the last video about going yard sailing, so I'll have to tell you. It almost feels like a tea towel. It was in a bag of muslin I got for like nothing. And I always try to pick it up when I can because, you know, we use it so much. But anyway, it has a really cool texture to it. It feels, like I said, it feels like a tea towel. It has a hole in it, so I totally want to use that hole. I have to see where that falls in here because I don't necessarily want the Amazon logo showing, but I think I'm going to make this hole bigger and maybe put like an image or something behind it, probably on the front piece. Anyway, and then I thought that would be kind of fun and then still allow for a pocket on here. This is open. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot, but I'm trying to think my way through this with you. This is open. I thought, well, I could do it like this and then have these flip out and be more like a folio thing, but then that would be 2 signatures, not just one. I mean, not 3, excuse me. That would be 2 signatures, which I could do, but I didn't cut my fabric big enough for one thing. However, I could use different fabrics if I did that. So I guess I better make a decision now that I'm talking my way through this, but you guys know how much I love interactive pieces, and how fun would that be? That would be a lot of fun. Let me rethink this. So after much contemplation and making fun of myself because I can't just do things simple, we're going to do this in more of a folio style, which means that I'm going to have like my spine here is going to be a little bit wider, but I'm going to have my signatures sewn in here. So what's going to happen now is I have to cut these flaps down, I think, because regardless, I'm gonna have to do some scoring, okay? So if I say I'm going to allow for essentially a 1-inch spine, 2-inch spine on the outside, and who am I kidding? Let's go 2.5. Because we know how this is gonna go, because it's me. So if I say 2.5, right? So if I go 1.25 inches, oops, don't puncture your bag, Jody. It's not wanting to score because of the little doodads on the inside, but it gives me a frame of reference here, and then I can kind of fold it where I want, and then go 1.25 inches this way. Sorry, I'm shaking you. So that gives me 2.5 inches there. Yeah, you know those little, I may have to actually go to a brown bag if I can't get this to score and fold, but we're going to try it anyway. We are going to try it. Where's my mark? Right there. And what I like about this is that it actually doesn't have to be perfect, which, you know, me and perfection. Haha, just kidding. Do you know me? You know I'll be like, it's not perfect. It'll drive me crazy. Okay, so there's that for our spine fold. And then let's go this for our spine fold. Now these are going to be our outside spines. I hope you like crinkly paper because you're totally getting crinkle noises today. Okay, and trying to get those little foamy dot things down. Okay, so then that's going to be our spine, right? To go this way, and then we want to allow I know I folded that the wrong way, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I have that fold there. It gets a little tricky here when you're working with these big pieces. And then I'm going to allow like 6 1/4 on this. Okay. Bear with me here. Let me finish figuring this out and I'll come back and give you measurements. Okay. We're on a little bit of a hot mess express right now, but that's okay. My scoreboard did not do me much good, just so you know. Because of the little foamy dot thingies. You like my technical terms? They are really posing a challenge with the scoreboard, and it's kind of trying to want to tear my paper, which I don't want that to happen, obviously. So what we have going on here is, so this is like the factory spine. That gave me a straight edge on my Amazon package. So this is the end that has like the pull tab that makes it so you can open your package. And this is the end that's like straight and all pretty and nice. You know, depends on who you get with your order, how nicely your end here is, I swear. Okay, so then I know that's 12 inches, right? So I think I'm at 15, 13, 14, 15 inches is my width total, okay? With that fold, I mean from that fold, so doubled over, it's 15 inches, okay? So I allowed for a 2.5 inch spine. Then from that edge of that spine, I went to the right 6 1/4 inches. From that 6 1/4 mark, I went to my right 1 1/4 inch and made another mark. So that'll be the spine for this side. So it's going to close in. The same thing from the left side of my spine to the left, 6 1/4 inches. From that 6 1/4 inch mark to the left, excuse me, 1 1/4 inch. And then what I have left will be part of our fold. So it's really misshapen right now, and as we build it, it will strengthen, and I probably will cut a piece to put here just to stabilize this exterior spine. But I do like how soft it is, and if you guys have been following me very long, you know how much I love building like a box type journal. So I did the file folder journal for the swap with the Blossom kit, and I can't remember what I actually named that playlist, but I will try to make myself a note and look and link that playlist below. Also, I did the Pink Christmas folio last fall, so you could look at that. I know that one was called Pink Christmas because it's the only Pink Christmas project I've done. Anyway, so yeah, I probably will just put something, even just a light piece of card in these spines just to hold them. I don't know. I'm not there yet. So how about let's just not talk about that yet, Jody? Okay, so I was thinking I was going to cut this down, but from that edge, it is about 6 inches. So that's actually perfect because that's 5.5 inches for the paper, you know, for our paper. And now that I had 15 of these, I'm going to downsize these a little bit and not use so many. But anyway, so that gives us that edge. So if I want to put trim or something on the edge of my sheets, I still can. And it's going to be just fine. And I really like it. And I may even do, you know, 2 signatures in the 1 1/4 inch spine, just so that it's not just one and then so alligator mouth. I don't know. But this is going to come to life, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun working on it. I am not under any pressure to finish this. To be perfectly honest, it's probably going to be the last major project that we work on up until the time that I leave, because again, you know, with packing and getting ready to go, and so my time in here gets limited outside of being able to, I have to clean up, I have to pack, I have to do all that stuff, plus all the stuff in the house. So there's just a lot to do. Now, I did cut this piece of fabric already, right? And I do think I still want this as my, do I? Because I really wanted that flower on the cover. So now I'm going to have signatures sewn in here, which means I'm going to have a little piece of fabric overlapping this for my spine. So, oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys could hear that. There's a car that went by. I don't know if the people are screaming or what that was. Super loud. Anyway, so I'll figure out my fabrics. I'm not going to bore you with that. But if you do want to kind of play along, go find yourself an Amazon package. You could even use a brown paper bag, you know, just depending on how you want to do it. And I may even come under here and add some batting to this just for a little more stability. Ooh, maybe that's what I'll do. Or even some interfacing would stabilize this a little more. And I was thinking I might recut a piece to be wide enough, and it's not wasting because I'll totally use this in another journal. You guys know I'm not wasting Tim Holtz fabric, like ever, never, never. And kind of the benefit, if I did recut that, is I'm going to get that flower all on that back side, which is not what I wanted to do. But if I cut this piece and come, then that will come over to this spine and give me more of that flower. So I think I am going to cut another strip of this fabric and just have that flower in a different spot, even though I really wanted this label in my front piece as well. Or if I put that all on the inside of that, it's going to be like the full width, but it's going to repeat, and I don't want the pattern itself to repeat. So that's kind of my dilemma, but I'm just kind of thinking through this with you. But I really want this flower. I really, really want that flower. I want that flower to show on my cover piece. So I'm going to make sure that even though I know what I'm going to be using to cover my spine, I don't have it. It's getting mailed to me. Thank you to my sweet friend who I was brainstorming with. But I think if I do that and my cover piece only comes over a little bit, then that flower is still my focal point. So that's, I'm going to cut my strip, and then I will cut and tear, and then I'll have all these amazing pieces. We can make pockets. I'll have it for other projects. And yeah, I like that idea. That's what we're going to do. You guys would think I'd think this is rocket science or something. Goodness. Okay, so I got a new piece cut, and don't worry, I'm not wasting, I promise. So I have this piece, that's the other side of this, which I still love, love, love. And then I still have the other piece that I had cut. And I was trying to figure out which one I liked the best, because I really wanted this label. I mean, that was really part of the reason that I cut this first piece the way that I did. And then, but I still have this piece. I mean, I still can make like how many journal covers out of this? Goodness. Okay, so because what's going to happen is what I'm getting sent is some blue ticking. I don't have blue ticking, but I have this piece of red. And so I was like, knowing that that's going to come over and cover, trying to still get my flower and leave room to embellish the front. So for my friend that I was texting, are you having deja vu right now? So anyway, we have that. Now I do have this selvage edge over here, and I am going to trim that off, but I am going to use this fabric pretty much the full width. I do want to make sure I'm getting really close to my line on here. And I'm going to glue this down, and I probably will end up sewing all the way around the exterior of this once I get my fabrics kind of placed down. I do want to try to find some interfacing, which means I have to plug my iron in and all of that. So if you want a little more stability to your fabric, then you certainly can add interfacing. My thing is that if I add some interfacing, then I know my glue isn't going to seep through this fabric. I am going to use Fabri-Tac. I mean 3-in-1, whatever that is, same difference. And I'll hold this down, but I'm going to sew it, and I do want it really kind of soft. And honestly, I may just use a little bit of glue stick just to hold this in place. And maybe I won't worry about the interfacing because I really like the weight of this. I am leaving my jagged edges, so it will have a little bit of fraying on the top and bottom, and that is intentional. I really like the look of that. In fact, I love it. So I want to do that. And then I'm also trying to think of how I want to do the inside of this and how I want to embellish it. I only have so much of this Tim fabric. We did the 12 Days of Christmas last year, and I didn't share with you guys all of the wonderful gifts that I received, but some of them were just some strips of Timmy fabric. So I'm thinking that, like, when this is all sewn or you know, stabilized or whatever, that's going to be that inside flap, which is really cool. But what I can do is put like a piece of lace or something here and make a pocket, or even use a paper pocket there. I could do another strip of fabric, but I think that's getting lost. There's not enough color contrast there. So I think I probably will use some paper pockets as well. Like, where's just a piece of ledger? Just for the fun of it, like a little piece of ledger paper there as a pocket might be fun. Like I said, we can do a strip of lace. Do I have something laying here? This isn't wide enough, obviously, or we can do a paper and lace there. So I want this to be grungy. I want it to be fun. I want it to be really interactive because I'm going to be working in this over the winter, and I just think it'll be really great. Dude, I love that selvage edge. You know I am going to just clip that off there. Oh, another wonderful sound. Hopefully you like the sound of fabric tearing. It makes me happy. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to just, in this video here, I'm going to get that stuck down. I need to go get in the shower because I have an appointment today as well, and that I have to go to in a little while. But I want to keep working on this, just get this tacked down, or at least, you know, I probably will be like a paperclip crazy person again on this project until I figure out how I want this all down. Probably, but I do know I want this piece here. So I think I will just use my glue stick to hold it and then figure out my other pieces. So I have like this piece, which is fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at that wonderful scripty script. Is that wide enough for that piece? It is. Ooh, and that other, can you see what I'm doing? This is so wide. This is one of those move your project over when you're oohing and awing, Jody. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And so pretending that this is blue, which clearly it's not, that would be really, really pretty overlaying that. I do think I'm going to use this here. I love it. I do. Okay, I'm going to use that piece there. Okay, so thank you for joining me. This is just kind of where I am with this. I'm going to keep working on it. I will film and share with you. I'm not going to do all of this off or on screen. I honestly don't know how much of it I'm going to do because I'm going to work on it some. And again, Mom's coming on Monday, and so I better cut that selvage edge off first. So, oh, you know what? Dun, 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 dun. You guys telling me? Look what I almost forgot. Okay, so because I cut this, what I want to do first is run a strip of like some seam binding or a muslin strip or something along the top and bottom of this. I'm so glad I just remembered that because I know that was a problem I had on the Christmas journal, so you would think that it would have stuck in my head that that's a problem. So I will find something to go just along here, and it can just be, I mean, it could even be a strip of this, honestly. Ooh, ooh. Well, it won't cover it if I do that, but okay. I'll figure that out. I'll get that done. I'll figure my fabrics out, and then in the next video, we'll just start working on some pages or whatever, and just chatting and figuring out what we're going to do with this. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be fun. And I love recycling this packaging. It sounds, listen, like, is that not going to be fun to work in the journal or what? Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll take a strip of brown paper bag or craft paper and just glue that down. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, and you know what I may do is I may just back this in it too, just to give this a little more stability, but it won't take away from that crunchy, beautiful sound that we're getting from this packaging. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to end this video here and go get it uploaded for you because I know it's been a few days since I posted that Let's Just Have a Chat video. You guys probably hate when I do those, but sorry, I do them because I feel like I need to let you know kind of where I am and what's going on so you don't think I just fell off the face of the planet. Oh, I think that's going to have better structure if I do it inside out. Okay, yay, fun. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, guys, So I have the paper bag on and glued and clipped like right here. It's got like the divot for the bag. I didn't cut it quite wide enough, but I can fix that when we're done. But this is how smart I am. Do you think I put the print to the inside? No. And part of the whole purpose of doing this was to cover the Amazon print. So there's some humor for you to finish out the video. So I'm gonna let that dry while I get my shower and go to my appointment and stuff. But I just was like, I had to add that to the end of this video because when I was gluing it, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm like, oh, the brown to the brown, you know, whatever. And then I said, oh my gosh, Jody. And by that time I had glued it so much, there was no way I was gonna get it off. So anyway, there's some humor. Hope it makes you laugh. Bye.